Okay, I'll see you on the installation screen of the next part of the video. Alright, that I recorded a few days ago now. What? See you in a bit. This is CachyOS. I'm in a virtual machine because it's easier to record. Now, what I'm going to do is go through the installer with you. And exactly what I do is set up, if ever I've got to reinstall CachyOS again, this is the way that I like to do it. So we're going to launch installer. Boing. Please consider using the latest version for installation. Okay. Well, whatever. I'm going to have grub, please. Yes, well, this is the latest one. Really, it is. So obviously they brought out another one. Dun, 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 dun. Right, gotta go with that. Just select our language. Oh, excuse me. British English. Yep, and go next. Yeah, I'm there. Let's just go for it. Our system language has been set to the United Kingdom. Lovely. Yeah, that's fine. Our keyboard's been set to it as well. And we're going to erase the disk, which is so much simpler. So you just tick up in there. Giving it about 190, it should be alright. So we go down to XFCE 4, please, and push next. Next. Now, great thing about this is that we can see exactly what we want.
I was walking out one evening late.
Needed CachyOS packages. Now, if you go in here, just tick this little arrow there, you'll be able to see. I don't want CachyOS wallpapers.
Patrolman, he walked by, asked me where I'm going.
I don't really want their settings either.
The sun set on me there, I'd never make it home.
So what I do from out of that.
Said, don't go downtown tonight, there's trouble on the rise. The Batman in the
All the rest of them can stay, I think. Oh, I don't want Bluetooth, I don't need it. Desktop integration, useful helper tools and libs for desktop usage. File system, CachyOS font selection. Yeah, we want audio, libs and firmware and power and some applications. Let's go to here. Don't want Blumen.
Slipping silent.
Don't want Paroli.
Hounds to lose my
Svetto's alright.
I went up a tree and I
It's
watched
alright.
it turn, wondering where I went. I take a rest, I hold my breath, I let it simmer.
There was something else that I got rid of as well. The shell configuration. What was this one? Base development. Let's have a look at other applications. Yeah, I didn't want piano and fast fetch can go. What else? Yeah, I can't seem to find it, you know. Power, hardware, audio, fonts, file system. I don't want Octopi either. I don't bother with that. Desktop integration. Is it on here? No. got to be back inside the actual XFCE, surely. I think it is. It's got to be. No, I don't want their version of Firefox. But they can't seem to find it there. I can't remember where it goes. I think it's further down, actually. Ah, here we are. No, I don't want it. No, and no. Saves on room, and this is the thing that you can do. It just saves. On everything. Right, we'll go next then. I think that has to do us. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. We go next. Put my name in. Like so. We'll call it that. And then we'll put our password in. Like so. And we'll go password for the administrator account. We'll go with summary. This gives you a summary of what's going to be happening. And then we go install. And away it goes. And that's basically what I do when I set this up. Just take away stuff that I don't need because I'm not using it as an everyday OS. It's going to be just for gaming on. So once you prioritized what it's going to be, everything should be okay. It's going to take a while to download. The default kernel is Linux Cachy OS, which the other day, when I done that video the other day, it was that one that I used instead of the EDF or whatever, VDF or whatever kernel. So looks like I may have to install this on over EVDF scheduler one. That's the one I usually use for gaming with, but seemed to be alright with the default one. So there you go. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to install this or download another ISO, as there's got to be another one that's been released now to download another ISO. But then this one was what, the 20th? It was May anyway. June, what we're in now, July. So yeah, I would have thought that they would have had a new one out by now. Yeah. Good-o. So I'll be back with you once this has installed. It's going to take at least 10 minutes or so. So I'll be back with you very soon. Oh, yep, we're back again. And I am recording, and there we go. It should go straight on into here. There's no backgrounds. I didn't bother with backgrounds or anything. And here we are. We are in. And this is what XFCE looks like. Out of the bag. Ugly as anything, but you make it up yourself. This is the whole idea of XFCE, is that you make it your own. fully customizable. Now, I know KDE is fully customizable. In fact, you'll be surprised what you can do on KDE, probably even more than what you can in XFCE. But I think that XFCE is so much lighter on resources. I really do. It's lighter, it's quicker, things open up quicker in XFCE because that boingy, whiny, flipping mouse that you have in KDE is just boinging up and down, going boing, boing, boing for ages. I mean, yeah, you can switch it off in KDE, but flipping it, do you really need that? God, waiting around for 20, 30 odd years for something to open in KDE, that's what I find anyway. Unless it's been souped up and it opens up really quickly, really snappily. You switch that off, and no doubt the KDE version of Cachy OS is really, really good. Anyway, yeah, so there you go, that's what I do anyway. So everything's set up now, so if I go into applications, you'll be able to see, look, see, I've just got volume control, you got the video capture utility, which is for OBS, cute, so that already comes on down if you're separately, it seems. And for internet, of course, all we got is the AVI SSH. We've got Meld, we've got Z text editor, settings, those are settings on here, like DM, but I will install, if this was on real hardware, of course I would install Slick Greeter on top of this. So, you know, web browser we haven't got as of yet, and this is not the menu that I would have gone with. So all you do is go on it. You see, you don't have to use the terminal, all right? You can just go into CachyOS hello. Yeah, it's a bit white at the moment because we haven't got any themes on in. Apps and tweaks. We can rank mirrors. Basically, it's updating the nearest mirror to you. So you just rank mirrors on up, put your password in, and it'll go away. And do so. It'll go off and rank mirrors and get that bit done. What I am going to do while I'm here is just set up, go into settings, power manager, display. I don't know why. Have that switched off by default, that's what I would say. God's sakes, nothing worse than your screen going off. And these days, especially if you're on a gaming computer, you don't really need a screensaver these days. But for some odd reason, they seem to have it here in XFCE because they can bring all the goodies on down. So let's turn this off, and also with the lock screen as well, we'll turn all this off. And then it won't, and it'll memorize and start up. The settings will start up at boot. So we push enter to exit that. Good, it's been done. So we do a system update, and there's going to be quite a lot, I think. Going to be quite a lot indeed. Oh, there's nothing to do, really? This must be up to date then. Obviously, it's downloaded from their site. Everything's on in here. Core is up to date and everything else. Good. And there's stuff that we can install, of course. There's loads that we can do, and just make it your own, basically. And what I do hate is the mouse wheel. They didn't sort the settings out for that. Mouse wheel doing the the workspaces. So we'll come down to Window Manager Tweaks. We'll come into Compositor first. We'll get rid of the shadows. Don't need shadows on. Bring that up to large. That brings it to the center of the screen. Workspaces, untick that, and then when I move my mouse wheel now, it's switched all that off, which is fantastic. Yes. The cycling and that, you know, there's, as it's set up now, it's horrible, but like I say, you make it your own. Anyway, that was just a quickish video on how I get things set up for CachyOS for gaming. I take a lot of stuff away, well, quite a lot of stuff away, especially their Firefox. I don't know if they've improved on that, and I'm not really too bothered because I have Brave. I'll get Brave installed with all my settings that have already been saved. So yeah, there you go, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. That is it from me. Bye for now.
It be that one. That what it'll be. Hello. Right, we are in CachyOS. I've just installed this, and to prove to you that this is on real hardware, this is nowhere near in thingy. But how did you get all that in? Well, here we are. There's all my drives. Look, we'll see. Okay, so we are on real hardware. Same hardware as what we were on the other day, but this time this is up to date now. Oh yes, this is July's ISO that I have installed of CachyOS. Now, whether or not it's recording okay, it might be jerky, might be a bit beef jerky, don't know. Don't know what it's going to come out like when I start altering around inside of NVIDIA Drivers either, but we shall see. We shall see what happens. It might go tits up, it might go belly up, it might even go bottoms up, don't know. It might be all right, it might not be. Who knows? Because since 2016, I have never ever done this. Okay, we're going to go into, of course, we're going to have to go on into XFCE terminal for this. Now, I have switched this back on over to bash instead of fish. All right, just personal preference. That doesn't matter. So what do we do? What do we do to get on into... You've got to be in as root here in Arch. Just got to. It's just one of those things. But at least things work here in Arch better than what they do in an Ubuntu-based system like Linux Mint, for instance. So, sudo NVIDIA -settings. Like so, okay, and then we just go like that, and then we pop our password in. Now what I do like to do before I do anything else is come on up to OpenGL. This is if you're in Cinnamon especially, it's the screen will start flickering. I don't know whether it's flickering now, it shouldn't be, but I'm going to untick them. Then I'm going to come down to NVIDIA settings configuration, and I'm going to save the current configuration, and it gets saved inside your hidden files. Okay, now I've installed Nemo, even though Thunar's on here, Thunar's still on here in Arch. It doesn't matter what file thing you use, but I prefer Nemo, as you know. So I'm going to push enter here, and it'll save it inside of here, and we'll be able to see it. We should be able to. Maybe not though. Where did it save it to then? It's supposed to go in here. Ah, that's strange. Yeah, I'm definitely in home, aren't I? Maybe I need to read. EMRC. Maybe it's that. Open with. I don't know, it just tells you the desktop environment. That is strange. You can't see. Oh. Computer cache. No. I don't know where it's saved it. But anyway, do that anyway. Please do that before you do anything else. Alright. We'll go to X server display. Now, if I start changing the resolution, then OBS will start fucking about as well. I don't know. It might be alright. It might not like it. It might go blank for a while. Let's see what happens, shall we? Let's just apply that. It should still record alright, hopefully. So we apply that. We're at 60. Absolutely brilliant. We go into advanced now. We're going to switch this on. We're going to apply that. That's going to make it go blank. Hopefully come back again and everything tickety-boo. Hopefully that's come back and this should still be recording. I'm hoping. I hope you're still recording, young thingy. Yes, you are. Good. So it came back all right. It did. It came back fine. Okay, now what we need to do now is to save it, of course. So we come back down to here. We save again. Save there. We go save. Don't do it, does it? It doesn't do it. Maybe after I close this down, and then I'll reopen it. Maybe it'll be in there then. Or maybe after I've... Do you see anything added? I don't. X authority. That's for getting into root and stuff. Strange. That's a strange one. I think it does after we've come off of here because we've still got it open at the moment. So come back to X server settings now, okay? Now we're going to save to an X configuration file. Inside of Ubuntu, or any Ubuntu based system and Debian, you will save where it says on there. In here, in Archland, why they can't just have it the same throughout, I'll never know. But no, they can't. They can't. For years it's been like this, and this is what really does people's heads in. Right, so we save, okay. We could save there, but we shouldn't have done. We're going to go browse because it's meant to go into here. So I'm going to get rid of that in a minute, but it needs to go in here and it needs to be cooked because otherwise your settings will not work. Trust me. It needs to be called this 20-nvidia.conf. There we go. That's what I call them anyway. All right. And you've got to save it in exalt.conf.d. Then save that away. And then save on there. Now, what I'm going to do is come out of here. Quit. X server display apply. Do you really want to quit? We quit. Oh, X server display configuration apply. Cancel then. Well, where do you want me to apply it? It always says that. Maybe save to this again. In home. Save. We'll quit. Whatever it says there, don't worry about it. We're going to go back into Nemo. We're then going to go into file system. We're going to go etc. We're going to go all the way down to a file called X11, and inside here is where we saved that. We need to open this up as root. It hasn't been saved properly. It's reading that instead of the other one. That's what I think anyway. So I'm going to delete that delete that altogether. What I'm going to do is reboot. So I shall see you in a little while. Okay, so it didn't save this at all, and it didn't save this at all. You've got to be in there as just normal, all right? You can't be in there as root to do this part of it. So you have to untick them, come down to here, and save configuration. Save your NVIDIA RC file, all right? .nvidia settings, okay? So save that into your home folder. It'll be in your hidden folders, which is here, all right? And this is what it looks like when it's opened. Okay, you got all this. So now, somewhere in here, sync to v blank equals 0. There we go. It's now been saved, so that's fine. Whether or not the other one has been saved is a different matter. It's an absolute pain. It really is a pain. To see whether or not the other one's been saved, and the only way you can do it is by restarting and coming back in again. We'll have a look and make sure that they actually did get saved inside the Etsy file. It was saying that it wasn't saved. X11 xall.conf.d is this one. This is what it should be reading from. So I'm going to have to overwrite this. Again, because I wanted a higher refresh rate anyway. Because it should be able to. It should be able to get a higher refresh rate. So what I'm going to do is reopen my terminal again. We'll just put that command in again. Such a pain on here. It really is. Absolute pain in the... It is it? Yes. So let's go advanced. And yeah, it did save as that. I don't want it at 60. I want it like at 120. At least 120 hertz for when you're gaming. This is why you need a good gaming monitor. Especially if you're going to play more up-to-date games, you need a good monitor so that it can do 60 frames per second and stuff, and you can record like that as well. So now we're going to save this again. We're going to overwrite. See, it always puts you into there. We're going to go browse. We're going to go into there. And we're going to overwrite that. That's what we're going to do. We could merge it with existing file. We'll save it. Okay, I'm going to quit on out of there, but it always says that you have a pending... Do we? Do we really? So do I have to go back on in there again and apply? Yeah, I do. It didn't apply it, did it? Idiot, isn't it? It's an idiot. So we go blank again, we come back, we go okay. I should have hit apply. Now we've got to save that again. God's sake, man, what the hell's going on? I know, absolute pain, isn't it? Xall. There's the backup one. We'll just overwrite that, I think. Won't merge it, we'll just do that. So now you have pending changes on the following pages. Apply. Do you really want... Where? Where have I? Where's the apply then? Why does it keep putting that up? I haven't. I've applied it, for God's sake. We're at 1440p at 120 hertz. I applied it. Everything's tickety-boo. I've saved it. So, what is going on? I'm going to quit on out of there. It does my head in. NVIDIA drivers do my head in on Linux. They really do. No, it's conflicting messages all the time with it. And it's like, for God's sake. What am I meant to do? What I want to see now is if I go into NVIDIA settings, OpenGL, good, that has now been saved, so that's okay. So I'm going to reboot again and then we'll come back and see if it's done it this time. Hopefully it will have done. See you in a bit. Right then, sorry about that, there we go, and it's done it. It's actually done it. And if we go on into OpenGL settings, it's done it as well. Hopefully, there we are, 120 hertz, it's done it. So it's actually saved and it's loaded up as well. So everything when you log on in is at the resolution that you set. Yes, so it's done it. It's saved it. Yes, we've done it. Thank the Lord Harry for that. So once that's done and you're happy and everything is conforming to what you want, like with this bloody forceful composition pipeline and all of that, you can get gaming then. Basically, you can get up and running, and I've showed you that already, how to get up and running here in CachyOS. You don't have to use the terminal if you don't want to. Unfortunately, there's no other way of doing your NVIDIA settings. I like to use the terminal personally because I'm used to it. I like to update in there. That's hence why I like to come on back to Bash again, away from Fish, because I can put my own aliases in. Also, I've got all sorts of other tweaks to do on here, and there you go. So the next one then, I'm going to go for an Ubuntu based system and we'll get things up and running in there. Thank you very much for watching. Sorry this has been quite a long video, and no doubt people are laughing out there because I kept getting it wrong, but it's conflicting, and this is what pisses me off about NVIDIA drivers. They're conflicting messages that you get on here, and you're forever having to reboot your computer. You can't just log out, you have to reboot the whole system. They're conflicting all the time, and whether or not I was getting screen flickering, I will have to have a look back at past ones that I've done on this particular episode or video, if you like. Hopefully I wasn't getting any flickering at all. I don't think I would have been, but there, it just goes to show that yeah, they can be conflicting. Like I say, they really can. I keep repeating myself, but it's true. They are conflicting messages that you get with the drivers of NVIDIA, and in two different places as well. So if we went with an Ubuntu based system like Linux Mint or Linux Lite or something, we would get to have to save where it says the xorg.conf. But the problem is those drivers do not save. It says cannot save, haven't got permissions or something. So it's like, well, why are you bringing up a window in order for me to save to, and I've put my password in to give you permission to write the xorg.conf file, yet you still don't. So what? Well, I shall show you in a few days' time. Okay, the next video will be out. I'm working 2 days this week, and then I've got 5 or 6 off, which is nice. So yeah, looking forward to the next video. Yeah, I'm sorry this has gone on a bit, and I'm sorry that for most people is probably very slow and boring for you. I even fall asleep at my own voice as well, so don't worry. If you find yourself falling asleep at all with my voice, and you're an insomniac, and you really enjoy my videos, then by all means watch all of my tutorials, because I tell you, my voice will send you to sleep, and I don't have to put anything on in order to send people to sleep. Tell me about it. I fall asleep when I'm just walking down the road. I start snoring. I really thought that it was a pig coming up behind me or someone else, but no, it was me. I was asleep while I was awake whilst walking. Oh yes, you lot have got this to come. Those of you who are young and in their 20s or 30s, you've got all this to come as you get older. Oh yes. Oh, what joy. Yes. And your foot going over to one side for no apparent reason at all. That's happened to everyone in their life. It must have done. Ever had that? Leave a comment down below if you've ever had your foot go on over to one side. Yeah? If you've ever had your foot for no reason at all, you could be walking along and your foot suddenly goes flip on over one side and then back again, and it really hurts. It's like you sprained your foot, but you don't know what on. It's like something it knocked on into. It had a spasm or something. Really, really weird. Let me know down in the comments if you've ever had that. That's different, isn't it? Yes, what a different question. Yeah, nothing to do with Linux whatsoever. Let's talk about feet. Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. That is it from me. Bye for now.